It's a dark time on Spiral Mountain. Banjo's sister, Tootie, has been kidnapped by a terrible witch, Gruntilda. Luckily, Banjo and his bird pal, Kazooie, have a very particular set of skills. Skills they have acquired over many levels. Skills that make them a nightmare for terrible witches. Join Sports Gaming as he takes on a 100% playthrough of the 1998 rare classic, Banjo-Kazooie. This is GMS Plays.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of GMS Plays Banjo-Kazooie. This is Shawn, and this episode of GMS Plays is brought to you by the Gaming Morning Show, but more on that later. This is the first episode, so we're gonna just jump right into the game. Spooky. It's a good flick. It's a real nice flick. And she plays the flute. Did she just call me lazy? What time do you think it is? I mean, it was clearly sunny outside. Is this like 9 in the morning? Or is this noon? You mean the witch flying in the sky? No, that's not her brother. That's very clearly a witch. I mean, I understand that, like, he can't see very well and he has glasses, but it's very clearly a witch and not a bear. Question of the day, do you sleep with a framed picture of yourself walking through the woods right next to your bed? I don't. And that's the that's the story, I guess. Let's just go back to bed. So we have a fish. We have a picture of our sister. That's fine. And then there's the picture of us walking through the woods that we keep right next to our bed. There's the beach. That makes sense. Our neighbor, for whatever reason. Okay, let's get out of here. So that's been a tour of our house. So, spoilers for the rest of the game, but Bottles and Kazooie hate each other. And it's probably the best side story in this whole game. I thought about reading some of this stuff, but I don't want to get in the way of all the fabulous noises that happen. We can't speed it up too. So we're gonna decline training because I think I remember everything. It's been a while since I played this, but I've played this many, many times. Okay, so this is Banjo-Kazooie. This is one of my favorite games. Oh, what's wrong with that molehill? Why is it? It's like floating off the ground. This is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I've played it many times. This is going to be a 100% completion-ish run. This is the Xbox One version, the re-release that was done in 2008, I believe. So it does have like the stop and swap stuff that was never properly implemented in the original 1998. I may or may not worry about that stuff, but everything else, all the Jiggies, all the music notes, all the cheat pages, we're gonna do it all. So this will be fun. This is by no means a speed run. I do not have the necessary skills for speed runs. This is the worst part of the game. Looking at this extra life just flex on us the whole time. I don't like that. I'm glad that only happens once. But yeah, we're gonna go through the whole game and collect all the stuff, and it'll be a grand old time. I remember most stuff will get a little slower and more hazy towards the last couple levels. I mean, there are also the levels that most people dislike, Rusty Bucket Bay and Click Clock Wood, but we'll get through them. This game, also being rather accessible, has a pretty difficult final boss. A lot of people have trouble with that. So our basic moveset, we can obviously jump, we can roll. If you stand still, Banjo swipes. That's probably the only time you'll see that happen this entire game. We have this attack, we have this attack, and then we can do a jump like that. And if we double jump, we do a little doohickey like that. So those are our basic moves, and we'll be getting more. We unlock multiple moves in the first couple levels, and then a few levels have like one move to learn. Anytime we get 6 of those empty honeycomb pieces, we increase our life capacity, which is represented by a honeycomb because we're a bear. Watch this. Shortcut. We save so much time. Honeycomb because we're a bear. Shortcut. So keep in mind, Gruntilda kidnapped our sister because she has a machine to suck the prettiness out of Tootie and put it into herself. And so we're gonna go in here, and it's gonna load a cutscene, and I'll save the rest. So here's the machine. Tootie's in the machine. Gruntilda's in the machine. Mr. Labcoat over there is gonna come close the doors. So I'm no evil scientist, but by my calculations, he's shutting the doors. He just has to turn it on. And she succeeded. Game over. She did it. Our sister's now ugly like a witch. Like, good thing it's gonna take him like 6 to 8 hours to push that button so we have time to save her, because I think we're too late. Oh, I forgot something very important. So this is the main hub area of the game. We're in the witch's lair, and this is our first Jiggy.
Getting jiggy with it.
I'll give you bonus points if you send me a video of you doing a jigsaw puzzle, making all the jigsaw pieces make that noise. Because everyone knows that's what a jigsaw piece makes, right? So for those that haven't seen this game, basic mechanic, we have to put the puzzle piece in the puzzle, and it's going to complete the picture. I hope we can figure out where it goes. I think it might go like right in that space right there. Oh, I was right. It went right there. And that unlocks a level. And this is Mumbo's Mountain. This is the first level of the game. There are 9 levels. This is the first. And arguably the easiest. This episode of GMS Plays is brought to you by The Gaming Morning Show. The Gaming Morning Show is your favorite morning radio show that plays games. Airing Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific Time, you can find it on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Gaming, and always gamingmorningshow.tv. If you'd like to support The Gaming Morning Show and our other programs like GMS Plays, head on over to patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. Thank you, and now back to more Banjo-Kazooie. So, welcome to Mumbo's Mountain. So in each level we have 5 Jinjos to get. In each level we have 100 music notes, 10 Jiggies, 2 empty honeycombs. One of the 10 Jiggies is what we get when we save all 5 of the Jinjos. So that is the first one we need. We're gonna go over save this one real quick. And we're gonna ignore some of this stuff, as you'll see later. This is probably the level that I have the most consistent like order I do things in. We'll be winging it on most levels. Again, this is not a speed run, so I don't have like optimized paths for anything. I just have the order of things I usually do things in. Oh. The Jiggy sound is probably my favorite. Oh, that's our first one in a level. Yep. There's just so much dialogue and talking. This is where we learn the Beak Bash, I believe it's called. There we go. Now we can do a Beak Bash. A ground pound, if you will. So basically everything in the game, there's one thing later in the game that doesn't do this, but basically everything in the game when you pick it up needs to talk to you the first time. There's one item that for whatever reason doesn't talk to you in the last level. I'll point that out at the time. life. Banjo will dance for every Jiggy, and Kazooie will eat every Jiggy, unless they can't run that animation, like if we're underwater, or if we've been transformed. It won't run that animation. Oh my god. I can't quite get to it yet. Yeah, I'll have to come back. We have to learn Talon Trot, which is where we're heading now. When you kill enemies, they drop health. That health it persists as long as you're in the level, so not a bad idea to kill enemies when you see them, but don't pick up the health if you don't need it. Talon Trop's the best move in the entire game because it's fast and it helps you go up slopes. And so you'll be seeing this a lot because this is how we're going to run around when we are just running around. So many notes. Mumbo's tokens. We trade in to be transformed into different things in a few different levels. In this one, we turn into a termite. Spoilers. Camera, please. Camera. And we need 5 for this first transformation. And luckily, there are 5 in this level. Camera. The main enemy of this game is the camera. Here's our Jiggy for the 5 Jinjos. Yeah, the camera's terrible. Hello, 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 hello. Alright. This character's name, his name is not Donkey Kong. His name is Conga. Not Donkey Kong, though. Definitely not Donkey Kong. He does like oranges, though. Fun fact, Conga's name was originally Congo. This is not Diddy Kong, by the way. This is Chimpy. His name was originally Congo, and if you come over here when you're in the transformation as a termite, it still says Congo part of it. We're not going to do that, because I'm lazy. But it's true. You can believe me. So this is where we learn to shoot eggs. This is the last move we have to learn in this level. By the way, I have a lot of fun facts for this game. Some of them are off the top of my head, just because I've looked up so much about this game in the past. Some of them are from the Banjo-Kazooie fandom wiki. You might also see fun facts pop up on the screen from time to time. Most of them are going to be from that source, so we'll make sure to link that in the description below, and go check that out if you're interested. It's a very good resource for all Banjo fun stuff. The one fun fact I forgot to mention, Spiral Mountain is the first area we started. It was the one with a mountain that was in a spiral. It's the only area or level that appears in all Banjo games. So in each level is a witch's switch. When we hit that, Jiggy appears in the witch's lair, and there was one we already collected, and now there's going to be one for each level, and that brings the total in the lair up to 10, bringing the total Jiggy count up to 100. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, again. Don't do that! Oh. Fell down. So this is technically, each level has kind of what they'd consider a boss battle. This would be the boss battle for this one. Take that, Conga. And that's 7. This is a beehive. Early in the game, they just sit here and you break them and you get honeycombs. Later, there are bees that attack you. And fun fact, it's technically considered, even without the bees, an enemy. Speaking of enemies, this is a bull. His name, I kid you not, we'll see it in the credits. His name is Big Butt. That went horrible. I don't know why his name is Big Butt. But his name is Big Butt. Alright, we're gonna go back up. Pardon me, Big Butt. We'll see Big Butt later, too. Oh boy. Let's see if we can get this. Alright, so we need this Mumbo token. And now we have 5, so now we can turn into a termite. This is Juju. Alright. Perfect. And now we're gonna go visit, no, we're good. Doing a mental count here, but we have 2 more. This is Mumbo. Mumbo's a shaman. The self-proclaimed best shaman in the game. So he turns us into various creatures. He also frequently has things hidden in his hut. So you gotta find all this stuff. And in this level, as I alluded to earlier, or just flat out said earlier, we turn into a termite, not an ant. We are a termite. And so we're gonna go, this is a termite hill. We're gonna go up the termite hill because what's fascinating about this termite, there are 2 things. The first of which is that he can walk up very steep slopes. So this slope is too steep to walk up with any other abilities. You have to be the termite to do so. Also, these other termites want to steal. Up. Not a speed run, by the way. These other termites want to steal our shorts and our backpack. That's not very nice. Can you hurt me when I'm a termite? Yes, you can. Okay. You don't attack me, but you can still hurt me, eh? Wow. There's an extra life. And our penultimate Jiggy. So I told you there were 2 cool things about the termite. Number 1 being the you can walk up slopes. The second one being no fall damage. So that's great. There's the last one of those. Apparently termites can just walk underwater like it's not there. Also a fun fact, I suppose. And then we need to clear off this hill over here. There's no attack in most of the transformations, this one included, so you gotta watch it. Another reason to just kill all the enemies when you're not a termite.
Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Getting jiggy with it.
We did do this in a specific order because... Hello? There we go. If we leave as the termite, we can get the Jiggy that's in the world. So we'll do that. There you go. And you could go in and change back into Banjo, or you could just walk over here and eventually the magic wears out. Yeah, you should just turn back. There you go. We did it. It's our first level. But we're not quite done. We're gonna go up here. This whole area is pretty well designed. We can't get up here before we do the level because we slide down, but now we can do the talent shot, so we can go up. And then up here is also a door that requires 50 notes to get through, but luckily we got 100, so we're good to go. So this next area, that's our next puzzle that we're gonna go, and then we need to go up there. But we're gonna save that for the next episode. But we do have a couple things over here to do. First one being down here is a pot, a cauldron, if you will. These are color coded, so somewhere in the world is another pinkish, purplish, fuchsia, if you will, pot, and if we unlock both of them, it becomes a fast travel. So for now, it does nothing. But someday, it will be useful. Gotta get all the eggs. Even the one over here, I forgot. And then the last thing we're gonna do today before we wrap it up is go visit another new character. This is Brintilda. And as she's saying right now, she knows all of her secrets, and she's going to tell us 3 of them. There are 24 secrets. 24 divided by 3. The last time I checked, is 8. So we need to find her 8 times to get all of the secrets. These are going to be used in the not quite final battle game show that takes place towards the end of the game. So having these is helpful. So we're going to write these down, and by write them down, I mean I've totally skipped that. I have a spreadsheet where I'm going to type these out so that we have them when we need them. Okay, so the first one, she washes her hair with engine oil. Gross. Engine oil shampoo. Favorite clothing store is the Witch's Warehouse. I mean, that kind of makes sense. And then I'm assuming it'll loop back to the first one. Her favorite toothpaste. Moldy cheese. Okay. So 3 down, 21 to go. Thank you, Brentilda. So that's about it for today. This has been episode number 1. Join us for episode number 2, where we're gonna go over here and we're going to visit the Treasure Trove Cove. We will see you then. Bye-bye.